So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing my plans when it comes to investing into SCHD. It was a new addition to my portfolio in 2024, and I'm going to continue investing into it into 2025. So first up, why do I invest into ETFs like the Schwab U.S. Dividend ETF, SCHD? Because they are baskets of stocks that allow you to easily diversify your portfolio. Instead of having to pick all of these individual companies, you get exposure to high quality stocks all in one purchase. SCHD is a simple, stable, and affordable choice. They recently had a stock split at the beginning of October, making it even more affordable with a current share price of $29.44. So now let's take a look at some points that make SCHD a standout investment. It has a low expense ratio of 0.06% annually. So for every $1,000 invested, you're paying just 60 cents in fees. Compare that to a lot of other ETFs and mutual funds, and you will know that you're saving big when it comes to fees. It has a dividend yield of about 3.4%, which is nearly 3 times that of the yield that you'll get when you invest into the S&P 500 at about 1.2%, which means more passive income hitting your account on a quarterly basis. SCHD has grown its dividend for 12 consecutive years with an 11% compound growth rate over the past decade. This shows that they are on track to have consistent income as well as potentially increasing their dividend payouts. This fund carefully selects its stock by using a straightforward process designed to prioritize quality and reliability. Companies must meet specific criteria, including growing their dividend consistently over at least 10 years, focusing on businesses with strong fundamentals such as low debt, solid cash flow, and high returns on equity. And SCHD is focused on stable industries like industrials, healthcare, financials, and consumer staples. They're aiming for low to no risk. And it is not a tech-heavy ETF like you're going to get when you're in a fund that is weighted by market cap, like VOO or VTI. You can see here it's more heavily weighted in industrial, healthcare, financial, energy, consumer staples. And even discretionary is a larger portion than technology. So only the top 100 companies make it into the ETF, ensuring a well-rounded, high-quality portfolio. This approach maximizes the potential for stable growth as well as income. In the top holdings, you have familiar names like UPS, Home Depot, and Verizon. So over the last year, SCHD is up 23.44%, which is lower than funds that track the S&P, for example, which over the last year is up 31.69%. But SCHD is a choice that many add to their portfolio for that steady income growth from receiving those quarterly dividends. So investors are dependent on that consistent dividend, even in uncertain markets. SCHD has delivered better growth than other large cap funds over the last 5 to 10 years. And like all of the ETFs that I invest into, it gives you that diversification and exposure to top companies. So you'll have less worries when certain companies are having struggles or the entire market as a whole. And if interest rates continue to drop and the market stabilize, SCHD's performance could get even better. So I got started investing into SCHD in my dividend portfolio, which I'm doing over on Moomoo. Now that is a taxable account that I'm setting up and building for early retirement. I have accounts for different reasons, and I'm going to talk a little bit about how to get started. Two of the companies that I've worked for used Fidelity for their retirement account. I had retirement accounts from other companies at another brokerage, and I decided to move everything there. So Fidelity is my choice for when it comes to retirement, as well as my daughter's investment accounts. But I know I have other reasons that I want to invest, and so I've created portfolios on Public, Moomoo, as well as Webull. And I'm not familiar with investing on Robinhood or Cash App, for example, but in my experience, I'm glad that I've built my portfolios on the platforms that I've chosen. For example, Webull. I think it was beginner friendly for me, and it also gave me room to grow. If you are interested in moving up into doing any types of trades and options trading, I'm not sure of how that availability is on those other platforms. I cannot compare them to some of the other ones because I've never used them. I've been able to grow with my investing on Webull from just buying fractional shares and building up my portfolio in that way to moving up to doing options trading. And with a stock price of $29.44, many of us will be able to buy a full share at a time. But another thing when it comes to building my portfolios that I've loved the feature of is being able to buy fractional shares. I thought that this was very affordable at around $80, but splitting it 3 times for us and making it even more affordable is even more of a bonus if you want to, or if you like seeing your share size really grow. So now I want to touch on a little bit of how I go about building up my portfolio. I have commitments like my $10 a day into VTI and my contribution that goes directly into my 401k. But outside of that, I sometimes challenge myself or join a challenge where I'll do a stretch of time, for example, where I'll commit to $5 or $10 daily for a stretch of time, maybe 10 weeks, in order to get myself started into a particular position. And then after that, I will just set alerts so that I can catch the prices that I want, take a look on those red days to see which investments I want to continue building out, or just adding one share weekly like I usually do in my passive income portfolio. So remember, when it comes to investing, consistency is key. Regular contributions, even small amounts, will add up over time. And that's what matters. Getting started investing, staying consistent with it, and letting those amounts build up over time can become very significant. SCHD provides a balance of dividends, low fees, and growth potential. And I feel is a solid choice that I want to continue to build up in my portfolio. So I hope you enjoyed this update. If you're not already, subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. And make sure to leave me a comment. Let me know your thoughts on SCHD, what type of account you're investing into. When it comes to SCHD, what are your favorite brokerage accounts for your different investment needs? Thanks for watching. Remember to be consistent, patient, and focused on the long term. Okay, bye.